Mr. Bow to completion in this video. That's the plan, anyway. This is a little platformer game where you run and jump around as a little penguin. But it's really broken, so I'm going to beat it very quickly. It's got a lot of functions you can perform. Screen wrapping and teleporting. Oops. Oh, he doesn't even kill me. I've like avoided that guy every time. Anyway. I'm going to use all the teleporting various mechanics to just skip most of the actual challenge in the game. But I can't skip all of it. Some parts are really hard and difficult. Where am I? Yeah, the main thing that I use like 90% of the time is just me teleporting around. You can go through walls. You can also go through walls normally. Basically all of these are intentional mechanics, and the levels are sort of designed around them, but not all the time, and not that explicitly. But sometimes you do need to use these. Basically every key on the keyboard does something. Also, if you die, you get sent back. I am hiding in the ground. But yeah, basically every key on the keyboard does something. Not all of them are useful. When you start the game, you're playing through it normally, but because there are points in the game that reset you, you start to learn the cheater ways, so you can get back to where you were faster. And that's what I'm doing now. I guess this. Oops, well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this boss fight normally. I'm gonna try to do it with the axe. Makes bosses die. I don't even have to wait for them to spawn anything, except that I can only hit him while he's on the ground. The axe has a really strange arc, and I'm not that good at the axe yet. But eventually the box drops these, which is like the way to kill them. It just, you know, I don't like waiting for the random chance of when those show up, so I try to use the axe. But yeah, most of this game is just me teleporting on axis through all the levels. This level I kind of play normally just because it's hard to teleport precisely. When you do the shift teleport, you still have like this weird drift when you end it, and you have to cancel it, but you keep some of the momentum, so it's very hard to teleport around spikes consistently. Ow! Ow! Fuck. Okay. Well, and I'm sure there's probably some other ways that I could cheese this level. I know there are, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm comfortable enough doing this one normally, or I was when I played this game originally. I haven't played it in a while, but I decided to try to do it today, because I don't have internet in my new apartment yet. So, may as well do something like this. Require internet does require a lot of time. I'm currently in World 2. This game has, I think, 12 or 11 worlds. Varying length. Oh, I thought I could make that. Oh, now I have to do this one again? I should play that level more patiently. I don't want to have to keep doing these. Ow! It's for some reason very hard to align that. Ow! Yeah, I'm not sure if Mr. Bow has played I Want to Be the Guy or the like of that, similar games to that. But it definitely kind of has that vibe a little bit. Even though it's, you know, kind of rough and weird, I really like it because it's a lot of really interesting ideas in it, and it's cool to see a game that just puts in the ideas, you know? It's not worried too much about trying to be, I don't know, anything other than whatever it feels like being, and I think that's cool. I remember how I do this level now. I just get a guy. This is another level that I have to do kind Okay, so that green orb will reset the whole game, so I really have to not touch those. That's like the, you know, rule number 1 of this game. Most important rule. Alright, this is also one of those. Anyway, what I was saying is, I like a lot of the mechanics in this game, it's cool. And I hope that as Mr. Bo continues to make games, he doesn't lose that sense of, like, just complete putting things in just because. I really like that. Don't try too hard to make a conventional game. Just make what you want to make and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna try to use the axe. I'm not very good at it, but I want to get better at it. Oh, that was good timing. I did it. Look at me. Look at me go. Yeah, and like, I don't know, the movement in this game, like the cheater movement in this game, like this shit, it feels good to do. Like, it's a fun mechanic. Even though it basically stops this being a platformer anymore, and now it's just like a bullet hell. Like, that's kind of cool. I really like how the meta of this game transforms as you learn its abilities. That's not how I do that level either. I just do it normally. Holding jump can't die to these. Just rise up out of them. Okay, this is one of the most insane little levels. This is like one of, I think, 2 levels to do this. And I love that. I love that there's just like you never know what's gonna happen next in this game. And you'll see that there are many twists as we go further on. When a door is locked like that, it just means that I have to wait, and it's like a survival challenge, but I don't want to survive, so I'm just gonna hide. And wait for the door to open. Take a sip of water. You'd think I would go immediately, but actually, there's that happening. I kind of forgot how this level works, but I think, yeah, I can just do that. Okay, and now I've got to wait, and there's an evil green orb that could end my run. But yeah, I do like the permadeath aspects in this game, because some of which are just crashes. Because it encourages you to, like, learn all these strange different tools that the game has, and make the most of all of them, so that you can get back to where you were. So I definitely recommend anyone playing this to, I guess, not watch this video, which, I mean, this is in the middle of it, so it's not really that useful, but, yeah, just play it on your own, and, you know, just figure out the controls, figure out what you can do. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, because it's really fun. Like, the most fun part about this game, I think, to me, was, like, learning all the tools I had at my disposal and when it was good to use each of them. Like, when I originally played through, I didn't even use the axe, let alone the teleporting, and I got pretty far, but the more I played, the more broken stuff I discovered, and the more fun it got. Very rewarding process. It's getting power-ups, but it was all there at the beginning, like a Super Metroid wall jump. Oh yeah! This is the only boss fight where the next level sends you back to the boss fight still, and also kills you, like, instantly. Okay, well, now that there's a penguin, I'm definitely just gonna use the penguin. It's way easier. These boss fights start getting quite difficult. Not yet, but soon. And they are definitely where the majority of the time in this run will be, unless it's just on the last level. Ah, fuck, I forgot again. What a devious trick to require my focus. Didn't quite nail that one, gotta say. Not my best work. Oh, that was way too far. I wonder if it's even consistent. I think it is. But yeah, so the thing where you go back a level each time you die, I think that's pretty cool. I'm glad that there are set points where that stops. You can't just sink all the way to the bottom of the game, like in something like Jump King. But, I don't know, it's interesting. Having to replay things has kind of fallen out of fashion in game design lately, but I think there's some merit to it when it can sort of force you to about the game at a higher level, that kind of thing. Pay more attention to the depth available. Before I used the axe, the way that I played these bosses was basically just dying for a cycle every time until they dropped a penguin, which was not as fun as trying to lob an axe at them. Glad the axe exists. And like, that's so interesting. Because like, no other game would just be like, yeah, there's an axe that you can use to kill the bosses instead of the thing that the level provides for you to kill the bosses with. And it's easier, kind of, but it's also harder, kind of, because you have to do these stupid throws. See, there I got it, but I died. It's very hard to do a point-blank axe shot and live. And I think that's cool. And also, axe is on M. I guess that's a spoiler, but also you're watching this whole thing. Why is axe on M? What's the meaning of that? I also like that it goes somewhat in the trajectory of the Castlevania axe. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if Mr. Bose actually played Castlevania of any kind. There's also a way to get a penguin stuck in the floor as a permanent hitbox. I don't know how to do that. Wow, that sucked. I don't know how to do that infinitely, but... or intentionally rather, but if I did, it would be neat. Do this. It's not very helpful. Oh, I hit him with the ricochet. Yeah, you can bounce the axe off walls, and then it becomes a hazard to you as well. Ah, fuck. See, it takes me so long that I always forget. I have to actually beat him first try, or else I'll forget. A little early always, but my angle's right. Yeah, I mean, I had maybe hoped a little bit that this would be like a speedrun type video, but clearly it's been too long since I played this last, and my Vivi's tower skills have been festering away. But hopefully I can get there. If not in this video, then in a continuation. So normally, when the wizard boss lands on the ground, he hovers above it slightly, so that you can duck under him, but it doesn't always happen. And I find that to be somewhat strange. But little oddities like that, and learning and mastering them, are part of what make this game fun. Oh, well, I got the axe stuck and then jumped into it. Isn't D the throw to the right button? Am I wrong? Okay, I guess I can do that. Let's see if that kills him. Oh my god. It did, okay, it did, and I think I can do that consistently. We're getting new strats right before our eyes here. Well, consistency, schmonsistency. Oh well, I got the penguin. Okay, so I got teleported right the fuck away. It's also interesting, whenever the game changes like camera like that, it actually changes the window size when you play in windowed mode, which is fun. I don't play a lot of games that do that. Oh yeah, the loading can be a lot. So this is a strange level. This is actually all one vertical level that's all attached. So already they're mixing up the form. Oh, I always forget to cancel that. Also, interesting music in this game. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip most of this by going like this. Occasionally, doing that because otherwise my speed gets too much and it's harder to control. So that was that whole world. You can basically skip all of that world. And now a little plot twist occurs. Yeah, I guess I didn't show the plot, really, but, you're like a tax collector for a kingdom, and you're going to a witch's tower to try to collect their taxes and maybe reclaim the tower. But now, the tower is answering back, because the tower's alive. And you are not welcome. I would say that, especially in worlds after that message, this game certainly does act like it doesn't want you here. It's got the massacre tendencies. So in this level, that door will never take you where you want to go. You've got to there's some other way to beat it, I don't know. Not sure where I ended up. Oh. That was a good place to end up. This level's also a lot better about not, oh yeah, this level just loads forever for some reason. This world is pretty, generous in terms of not making you replay levels, which is good, because they're hard. And yeah, for some reason this level just, I think this is maybe a bit, just takes an eternity to load. So that's cool. Damn, I love this drum and bass. What the fuck, this is an insane song. I wonder what this is from. Alright, buddy. What's going on? Come on. Okay, so yeah, huge incentive to, not... Wait, why is that not real? That was weird. Anyway, huge incentive to not mess up on this level just by making it take forever to load. I'm pretty sure that was the idea here. That's the way in which this level is evil. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what I normally do in this level now. I use the U key to elevate rapidly. And other than that, basically, play it normally, I don't teleport. Oh shit. Anyway, that's what I do on that level. That's a level where the camera's all zoomed in and it's a big side-scrolling level. And I just go the other direction and skip to the end. The screen wrap is truly the greatest invention in this game. So this evil boss fight has a lot of things in it. The other function of the green orb that isn't instantly killing you is that it spawns random objects from the game, from a certain set of objects. I'm impressed I was able to ace that boss fight without, you know, in one try, and also I'm eating a peanut bar and talking. This world does some more weird scrolling stuff. Mostly vertical levels. It introduces frogs, I think. Not the most memorable world. I can only imagine playing this level without being able to teleport. It would be rough, this world. I forget where this one is. Oh. Yeah, I think this is one where I screen wrap teleport normally. But I just did it anyway. Oh yeah, here's one of the other few levels with more than one player controller. But I'm just gonna stack them all up so that I don't have to think about that. That lags the game a little bit. Let's not do that. Okay, we've moved on. There's some interesting vocals going on in this song. Oh. Oh man, that really put me back. Wait, did I not beat that level? I died? I thought I won. I guess I might have died and won at the same time. Well, anyway, let's... Oh, okay. Hit a spike on the other side, I think, is what that means. You'll notice a lot of these later levels have spikes along the ceiling to prevent screen wrapping. I don't think this level does a similar thing on the side, though. I mean, I guess it kinda does, I just narrowly avoided a spike there. So... I guess I beat that level somehow. I'm not really sure how. seen them do that. That's interesting. Maybe only the later ones do it. I just have been kind of not getting it by chance. I believe this is also the first boss fight to introduce a second phase, which is a real troublemaker, I've got to say. Oh, and that attack, yeah. Introduces a lot of things this level. Also, yeah, the bombs do a whole game freeze frame when they're about to detonate, which is really the real danger that they pose. Pretty innovative, pretty evil. Oh yeah, that strategy. Okay, let's see if I can make that work. So that should just totally destroy him. Yeah, that's pretty good. It might even get the phase 2 one. Oh, there's no phase 2. Okay, I guess that's later world. Interesting. Okay, the minecart world. Everybody loves these minecarts, but we are going to ignore them. I don't know why I said that everybody loves them. I don't think anyone loves them. I'm very glad that one... Okay, so this is an interesting one. In these worlds, the screen only scrolls when you're in the minecart, but one of my buttons spawns a minecart. So we screen wrap around and then spawn a minecart and get out of it real quick so that we can see what we're doing. Might have been a little overzealous with that one. And yeah, otherwise these are really long levels. We're traveling all around the minecarts. You gotta go 40,000 units. Blech. I thought that was the end of the world, but it wasn't. I mean, it was a pink door, which means a checkpoint for respawning. But, yeah, I took a sip of water. Just stuck. My own demise. Should be good now, though. That one was 84,000 units long. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the one that, I don't think it's stick. Well, that got sucked too far back. Oh, maybe not, because it hit me. Maybe that'd be fine. Oh, that one's definitely too high up. There we go. Nice and easy. So I'm glad that I found a way to further optimize these boss fights. Should be an even better... Hey, why did you teleport there? Am I dumb? There we go. Now he's run into it. But yeah, see, the boss fight is not yet over. Pretty spooky, huh? Pretty scary. Fuck. I was just being dumb. I didn't even think about it. Oh, it's so much harder to play this while I'm recording and talking. Oh well. Thankfully, my little strategy works. Now I can just vibe around until the second phase. There's always a good period in between the phases for you to be like, what's gonna happen? So yeah, there's a new one, and I just have to wait for the blue one to land and get killed by the axe, but the other one, meanwhile, will shoot evil orbs that home in on you. But they only home in on where you are when they start moving, so you just kind of go to that part of the screen. You go somewhere meaningless on the screen, you don't need to go later. Put the orbs over there. It's a nice little bullet hell mechanic. Now we're in the Dark World. Pretty interesting world. More gimmick levels. Like that, for instance, hiding the real door off the camera. This one is some single screen scrolling, strangely. Oh, didn't mean to go up there. Yeah, but I just, at that level, I've got to use a different kind of teleport, like right at the beginning of the level, so that I can teleport out of that death trap. And there's a whole big kind of maze, but I know where to go, so we're just going to clip through here. fall down this. I'm gonna use a cancel teleport to stop my momentum. Screen also never scrolls when you're in your catching, clipping through walls stance, which also lets you zoom around those. This level has a huge maze of evil guys with one of these in each corner that opens the final door, but we can just teleport into them. That's sort of going to take a long time to explain what I just did there, but basically you press space to teleport right where you need to be, then you clip around the walls, clip around each corner. Oops, well, I'm about to do it again. So you press space, you teleport around with shift to screen wrap to these, and then if you teleport with shift and don't cancel it, oops, I missed one somewhere. I didn't get that one. Then you get sent back to the beginning of the level, which is exactly where you want to be to... Oh. Sorry, bud. Yeah, so here's another boss fight. This one has the camera zoomed in, and it's evil. But yeah, sorry, if you the way screen wrapping works is like very complicated, kinda. And yeah, of course, there's a second phase on this as well. So like, you have to be, you know, not in this state for the screen to follow you, and that includes screen wrapping. If you teleport off screen and end up inside a block in that state, that would, wow, I did not think I was in range of that. So yeah, if you're outside of a block, or you're in the other state, you just teleport, but if you land inside a block, the game's like, oh, I'll just reset you to the beginning, to the middle of the screen. Something like that. Sorry, it's hard to do this while talking. So anyway, yeah, I use like 3 different kinds of teleporting in that level to beat it very quickly, and I think that's cool. I think that's epic. There's just a left throw key and a right throw key. Oh. As soon as I start explaining something, I'm not focusing on not losing. So yeah, you can throw either direction depending on what you're facing, which is like always a little confusing to me, but it is like a useful feature. I think it's an interesting way of having throwing. I mean, I guess in Trail makes 4 directions. It's a very different game. And yeah, the way that I'm doing this is just like throwing to the right in the left corner, and I guess it starts the throw from behind me, so it gets stuck in the wall. Okay, get on his ass. Oh, spears are scary. Glad I've discovered this strategy. This boss fight is quite difficult to land your shots in. Ah! Yeah, and it's obviously also difficult to not die in. I swear I can beat my IL time for this level if I'm doing it right. It's so fast. It's so fast. But obviously not playing amazing right now. My Vivi's Tower skill is not as it once was. I was originally solving and conquering this game. Did that motherfucker not get hit? Why did he not get hit? Oh, also, so that tracking thing from the other level that makes this beeping noise, if the noise is still playing when you switch to the next level, it doesn't go away. So, yeah, it's part of the soundtrack now. Oh. Oh my. Okay. What? Okay, we're good. That was scary. And yeah, the beeping is not gonna go away until we see another one of those enemies. Alright, now we're in the black and white world, which is in fact the last world as far as I know. I haven't beaten it, but here it is. But no, I've heard it's the last world from Mr. Bow. So we'll see. Like, finally earn... Oh yeah, maybe the context for this video I should put is that if I beat this game, I get $50. And I will be presumably the first person besides the developer to beat the game. So that would be cool. this time it's gonna be a speed run. I'm gonna go speedy. Look how fast that was. Just wanted that in there as an example of how fast the game can go. I think this is the first doubler. I'm glad to say that this axe strat seems to pretty well negate the doubles, which is good. Oh, it even got him for a cycle there. That's crazy. Oh, that spinning dude is also an infinite hitbox. Let's see if that, just unlocks him. You know, one shots him, hits him right away. Oh, I guess I didn't already, because that was him first. Oh, he's fucked now. Yeah, he's fucked. Yeah, okay, so there's a cut, I guess, or like a montage or something in the recording because I pressed escape, which closes the whole game. I forgot about that. It just instantly closes. So I had to restart. There's saving, but not between closing of the game. And the saving generally just fucks you over, so I don't do it. It like makes you restart the game if you do it in certain areas. And there's no reason for me to try to test which those are. I can just beat the game. Which I'm gonna try to do right now. And holy shit, that beating is not gonna go away until one of these black holes happens to spawn. One of those. Oh man, this one can get killed here. Don't touch that orb, I restart the whole thing. It moves very erratically. Okay. Yeah, so the dark orb can spawn way wider and eviler range of things than the green orb. Including skulls, which follow you between levels. So if I start to get too many of those, I might start using a certain power-up. But actually, in the last level, that wouldn't even matter, so there's an ability to do that just like teleports you to where the mouse is. But every time you do it, it spawns an evil skull that follows you between levels and just kill you. So, yeah. Basically my lose state here is if too many of those build up. Or... So I can already see I have one. Yeah, there it is. It's still here. It killed me and made me redo this level. I couldn't even see either of us that whole time. Alright. Anyway, I think that is a neat little trade-off. If there were a speedrun of this game, I'd probably choose opportune moments to use those. Eventually, at least. You gotta optimize them. There is one way to get rid of them. Oh yeah, this is just a survival level anyway. As this thing constantly spawns more dangers. Oh, the sound will go away though, that's good. Still keep going as long as this thing is doing its thing, but... The timers in this world get very long. It's probably my least favorite thing about the game. Why can't I move? Is that the end of it is just these really long survival sequences, which are not as exciting as like the levels. But it is climactic, and it certainly is hard. Man, this one is long. Now there's a green orb. Trying to make me die. guy got so close to me. Taste it. Okay, and now there's one more of these, and then I think we're actually on the last level. Maybe, unless there's another one that I'm forgetting. These ones kind of blend together. Okay, yeah, so that scepter actually just got rid of the one skull, which is a huge W. It also blues the center where the door is. Okay, no, so there's two more, I think. I think this is the second last. Yeah, it's gonna be a real menace. I'm gonna have to do this for a long time. Really, what I hope is just that I don't get any green orbs, because... Yep, and there's one, of course. And it's screaming up, so which makes it even harder to protect. Very stressful in front of the skull. And I'm pretty sure the scepter appears. Maybe not this level, though. Whoa, that was really close to hitting me. I should maybe stop this tapped. But also, so I don't want to. Things are getting a little unhinged. A little bit. A little demonic. Oh, okay. Well, at least... Oh, but I do have to go back a level, so maybe that's not worth it. Because this level could just as easily have one. Just give yourself more chances to get owned. I'm trying to run this like a marathon or something. But just do me. What are those golden orbs? I've never seen those before. Okay, time to survive 300 years. I can look at the video and find out how long this actually is. Longer than I can count for, and also continue surviving. Sometimes the homing orbs don't find me and then go random directions. I don't know why. A lot of mysteries, a lot of mysteries. That's a lot of bullets. Oh my god. Yeah, look at all those skulls still being here. Pretty rough. Weird helicopter sound playing. It's abnormal. Yeah, I think this might be the last level. Alright, so I'm not actually going to make you watch all of that playthrough. I played it for like 3 hours, but I'm just going to put some sped up footage and explain a little bit about what the level is and how it works and what my strategy for it is. So it's basically another timing level. You have to wait 2 full minutes, I think, for the door to open. And in the meantime, the black holes are spawning all sorts of evil things for you to dodge, including skulls that follow you around, kind of. They follow your inputs in this weird way where it's kind of random, and some of them won't follow you and some of them will, and if you're not detectable, they'll do something else. Anyway, the main thing about them is that they don't go away when you reset or progress to another level, so they can kind of build up if you keep losing.
and the level will get harder and harder in this like hellish negative feedback loop. But halfway through the timer, a golden scepter appears in the middle of the room, which is a very dangerous hazard on its own, but it also can like destroy. It turns the skulls into another enemy that doesn't persist, so they can kind of clear out the skulls for you if you can make it to the halfway point. So it's this crazy like push and pull war of attrition thing going on. You just have to do good enough to keep up with that, and then you could feel like you're making progress. But it's this crazy grind to try to beat this level. And I ended up getting really good at dodging everything, but like the scepter is really hard to deal with. Sometimes RNG just kind of fucks you over. It never feels like super unfair where things just spawn on you, but you can kind of like get yourself into a corner if you don't, if you're not careful. So, you know, there's multiple layers of dodging where you're dodging the immediate threats, but you also have to make sure you're positioning yourself in a place where it won't be too difficult to dodge upcoming threats. I don't know, it's pretty interesting, but unfortunately, because there are walls and because not everything that spawns can go through walls, the safest thing to do to beat these levels is to hide in the top where the shit will spawn off screen above you, and a lot of it will despawn, and other ones will just hit the wall, and then you kind of just hide there until something you can't hide from appears, and then you start dodging that. And on my final run, I had a lot of runs where I had to dodge the whole time, and I actually did it. I got very close, the door opened. Maybe some of those will appear behind this audio, I don't know, maybe not. There's a lot of it. I'm gonna upload the full VOD if anyone wants to scour through that. I think I had some interesting things to say like once in a while during the footage, but most of it is me silently focusing. But anyway, if anyone actually wants to watch that, they can, I guess. But yeah, so most of the time I just hide in the wall and hope for the best, and that's what happened on my victorious run. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting challenge, and like I like the bullet hell gameplay in this game, but I think it kind of hurts its capacity as a speed game to end with such a grueling, RNG dependent, really long thing where you don't really move. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it was still fun and challenging to beat, and I'm glad I beat it. And it's pretty cool. That's about it, I suppose. Oh, also, you can kind of time the timing of the level to the song, so I would like dance to the song while I was hiding in the wall, so that's kind of fun. That's why you see me doing that. Skull, that's pretty good. No skulls in the scepter. If I get lucky, I can just stay inside. But I have to get very lucky. Yeah, baby! Now what happens? Is that even the end? Oh. I've been kicked out.
do? Oh. I guess I just take the whole thing with me. That's kind of sick. How do I... Come on. How do I... How do I get up? I can't throw... Except for the help menu, I guess. F4. Oh, press W. What? Final puzzle is solved, I guess. Wow.